Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Psycho, and I've got another Walking Dead video for you all today, and this one is going to be very interesting. It's actually a message from Robert Kirkman where he discusses the cliffhanger, and he actually apologizes about it, in addition to talking about what their goal was with that cliffhanger and with the episode. Before I continue with this message, I just want to say that this message was located in the latest issue of The Walking Dead. Now, this video will feature no comic book spoilers, but this message was in the letter hacks where Robert Kirkman basically addresses some questions that fans have and teases some possibilities in the future. Now, a person named Kelly basically explained that they were excited about the comic book and the TV show, and that the person can't wait to figure out what happens in October. Now, Robert Kirkman replies with this message. I like your positivity, Kelly. Okay, the Season 6 finale has certainly caused a fervor online. Everyone is talking about it. Some people love it, some people are indifferent, some people hate it. We weren't trying to game the audience, we weren't trying to drive you crazy, and we certainly weren't trying to force you to come back for Season 7. We hope you were always planning on doing that and still plan on doing that. We did want you to talk, and talk you are. The speculation, the frustration, the possibilities, the theories, honestly in my mind, that stuff is fun. I honestly feel like that's something for fans to do during the break. Was it Spencer? Could it have been Morgan? What about Carol? Did Negan kill Jesus? Note, none of them were there. I'm not giving anything away. I know people are angry over this, but that wasn't our intent. The idea was that after 6 seasons of a show, we wanted to stay on your mind and give you something to talk about. And think of it this way, a character you love and are going to miss is dead, and we gave you a few extra months to hope, to not grieve. Is there uncertainty? Yes. But that was kind of the idea. But seriously, everyone on the Walking Dead team wanted to do something cool. We wanted to do something different, and we did it to change things up, get people excited, and keep the show on your mind. For some of you, that effort backfired and you're angry, and for that, I'm sorry. The only thing I can promise you is that the Season 7 premiere is going to be awesome. And when viewed as a 2-part episode the same way every season of Star Trek The Next Generation ended with the first half of a 2-part episode that was a cliffhanger, it's going to be a pretty awesome ride. And every minute of the Season 6 finale was important and was setting something up that you probably won't see coming. It's a cool episode, and remember, there's a lot more for Negan to do. Be afraid, be very afraid, and excited. Now, for many viewers of my normal channel, you know my thoughts on this situation, you know my thoughts on the cliffhanger, and you heard it when I talked about it in my initial review of the Season 6 finale. Many of us were aggravated with the fact that we did not get to see the death, and Negan's introduction was basically cut in half. To me, it feels like when you're about to just eat the best food ever, your favorite food of all time, you're putting the food in your mouth, you're salivating and everything, and then all of a sudden it's yanked right out of your mouth, and you are no longer wanting that food because it's been jerked away from you, and you don't like the fact of being teased. However, if we do want to look at it from a different angle, it seems as if Robert Kirkman's goal of this... Now, one can also say that this is just another one of their statements that they're coming up to please fans, but let's go on this as if Robert Kirkman is being absolutely 100% honest, and let's say they did it for fan speculation, or for all of us to be talking about it. If that was their goal, it definitely worked out. Let's be honest here, and I'm going to say this whether I'm in the minority or not, we would not be talking about this as much. Let's just think about the thousands of theories that came out the day after the episode aired. Of course, there would be many videos on YouTube of people talking about their reactions to this death if it had been shown, but there's a point to where I feel like wonder attracts a lot more attention rather than just showing us that. Now, I'm not trying to justify the fact that there wasn't a death. I disagree with the fact that there wasn't a death, but I'm looking at it from a different angle, as if their purpose was to get us speculating and talk about the show a lot more and give us something to do over the break. Now, this does make a little sense if you put it in perspective, because usually over the break, we just talk about what happened and we say, oh, that was pretty awesome, and then we try to figure out some of the loose ends, but there's not really a huge loose end that is left to where we can just speculate non-stop and come up with different theories and ideas over. Now that they have left us with this Negan cliffhanger, there's been a lot of speculation, and more speculation than I think would happen if we had known who had died. Once again, I'm not justifying this, but I'm trying to explain it from what I'm getting from Robert Kirkman and the creator's perspective. Of course, I do believe viewership was a factor just because of the fact that premieres do extremely well, and to get people to continue watching the next season, you want to start off with a really great banger episode where a lot of things go down, and you get people thinking, wow, this season is going to be awesome, and I'm definitely going to continue watching. Now, a way of hooking you into watching that premiere is, of course, some type of cliffhanger. I feel like Season 4 did a great job on the cliffhanger there. However, this one was just the one where I felt like we really did need to see Negan's kill, just because the episode felt like it ended abruptly, and it ended only because they wanted to have that cliffhanger happen. Even though I do have this opinion, I don't want it to feel like I'm attacking any of the producers or the actors, because even if this was a mistake that we all feel that they made, they do put in their 100% effort, especially Andrew Lincoln, Norman Reedus, all of those actors, Lenny James. They all do a fantastic job as actors, and they really left everything out on the field there with that Negan scene, every character trembling and shaking in front of the person that they believe is going to kill one of their people, or even them, so we do have to appreciate that hard work, and the episode was built up very great. It was just that last few seconds that a lot of fans got aggravated over, and I am glad that Robert Kirkman did apologize for the fans that did not enjoy that. I also feel like this is the time where we do need to start forgiving these producers if they apologize. Now, if they were continuing to say, oh, we're doing what we're doing, and we don't care what you guys think about this, of course we would have a reason to keep hating and things like that. However, the fact that Robert Kirkman did step up and say that if you did not enjoy this, we apologize, that does take some form of integrity and putting yourself out there to apologize to people and explain if you weren't happy, we did mess up and we apologize that you weren't happy about that. Similar to Danai Gurira's review that I did in another video, she says she sees the perspective of fans not enjoying that cliffhanger, and it just shows that they do care about the fans, and they are taking that constructive criticism into consideration. Just like Robert Kirkman, I feel like this is a big learning lesson for them. However, I don't want it to limit some creativity, and I do enjoy cliffhangers in The Walking Dead, just not specifically this one. Anyways, the fact that he did apologize definitely means something as a Walking Dead fan, and that he is trying to listen to all of us fans. Also, the fact that they're mentioning the Season 7 premiere episode is going to be amazing, and that they're definitely going to serve us right on this one as payback for the outrage that some fans have. It does definitely mean a lot, so hopefully this is going to be an episode that really is going to redeem that cliffhanger, or repair some of that damage in some way. One other small thing to note, and I actually might discuss this in another video, is where he basically says every minute of the Season 6 finale was important and was setting something up that you probably won't see coming. Now, I'm not going to say any comic book spoilers, but as comic book fans, this definitely does seem like it could mean something to us. For example, would we not see it coming because it's not the person that died in the comic books? Or would we not see it coming because we don't believe that it will be the same person that died in the comic books, in which it actually will be in the TV show? So it's kind of like a paradox where it could go either way, and you just can't really figure it out because you don't know what perspective they're taking on that idea. Either way, I thought this Letterhack's response was very interesting, and I did want to give a different perspective and give each side, just so you all can interpret and decide on your own, given each side, and make your own decisions on your thoughts about this subject. I really think taking perspective is important because you do want to see the other side and see why people did these things and some reasoning behind that. Now, although I have given my opinion, I also gave the possible ideas of why they did the cliffhanger, such as mentioned in this response, similar to how Robert Kirkman said it was for speculation. And if it really was for speculation, if we really are going on that, I don't believe that is as big as a problem as just trying to get more viewership and teasing us even more with all of these hooks and things like that. It does do a lot for content creators because we can keep speculating and coming up with ideas, and I do love the idea of theories. I feel like that is something that I really agreed with him upon in this response because he says theories and speculation are fun, and I absolutely agree with this 100%. I love doing theories and speculation and any other videos where I'm trying to predict what's going to happen yet, because I believe that it takes a certain amount of skill to try and figure out what's going to happen next, because you have to look very deep into the plot and analyze the characters and go very in depth, so it's something that I find very fun to do, and theories have definitely been a part of this Walking Dead community lately, especially with the Negan kill, so I think if that was partially their goal of this, I would accept that, but the cliffhanger itself was still a problem. As always, these are just my thoughts and opinions. I didn't want this to turn into some sort of negative video, which is why I wanted to give both sides and take a different perspective on maybe the goals of Robert Kirkman when he was writing and helping out with this episode. Make sure to let me know in the comment section below of what you all think. I know the comments are definitely going to vary. There's going to be many perspectives on this idea. And also make sure to let me know of what you thought about this response. Do you think it's kind of good that he decided to apologize for the fans that didn't enjoy it? Because I feel like there is some sort of integrity involved there, where he's actually stepping out on the plate and saying, you know, if you didn't like this, we apologize for that. It's something that we attempted at doing, and if you didn't enjoy that, we kind of failed on that part, so we apologize. And that does definitely take some guts to step up and say that, especially as one of the major people in the Walking Dead universe. I just don't want us to all be angry fans with pitchforks. Even if we did disagree with the cliffhanger, it was okay if we were mad at first, but now that the fact that they're apologizing and they're saying they're going to fix their mistakes, I think it's time that we finally let them see them back up their words, and if they don't back up their words, then we can complain again and we can go after them. But as of now, we need to see what happens and see if they learn from this situation. As always, thanks again guys for watching. It really does mean a lot. And even if you do disagree with my opinions, I would always like to say thank you for the people that disagree, but they're still kind about their compliments and replies. It's not like they're saying, oh Psycho, you're just a freaking idiot, you don't know what you're talking about. They might say they disagree, but they also respond in a polite way and the right way to do it. Please make sure to leave a like on this video to show some support for future Walking Dead videos. Thanks again guys. Peace out.